Good morning! Today I decided to walk here because our trails in our town are overrun with cruise ship tourists. I am here at what we call Dusty's Pond. It's on a muskeg, which is a really common feature here in Southeast Alaska. A muskeg is when we have this table of rock or a bowl of rock and all the vegetation falls in, and it's cold here, it's wet here, so the vegetation rots down so slowly that it stacks up into these marshes and creates these ponds, little ponds, big ponds. So I'm pretty excited. This should be a fun place to sketch. I'm gonna use my new little watercolor set to sketch this morning. So let's get walking. So this is the little kit that I got at Walmart the other day. It's a little watercolor kit. It has a little pad for absorbing extra water and paint. It has this water cartridge so that you don't have to bring a cup of water, which is pretty cool. It just squeezes the water out of the brush. And then it has these little cute little fold out paint chips. And these are kind of cryptic, these little color-coded things. It took me a while to figure out what colors were which, but it's got a lot of colors, and it does a pretty good job. It's been pretty fun to use. I'm no watercolorist, but it's been pretty fun for these quick sketches. Just realized my cartridge is empty, so I'm going to go fill it up in a little pond over here. I guess it's one advantage of living in a rainforest. There's water everywhere. Looks like I'm fighting the color in here. This is one disadvantage to this. I find it's difficult to get previous colors out of this brush to get fresh new colors. It wants to just stay whatever the last color you used, which is a little bit difficult. But I'm having fun experimenting with it still, even though it's causing me a little bit of frustration. Too dark. It's pretty hard to control the colors. The sky is rarely that blue around here. Bugs are coming out. And with watercolor, I have to remember to leave these whites in here. I get too heavy-handed with watercolors. It's probably good practice for me. So there's this interesting tree right here. Maybe a little too green. There's another one here that's very solid looking. Let's get that a little less green. trees here have really interesting shapes. They struggle in the muskegs to grow. The muskegs are really wet. This is a hemlock, has a little, they often have little floppy tops like that. Very dark in back here. And I'm going dark to light, which I should not be doing because this is watercolor. So I'm going to stop, get some of these lighter greens in here before I move on. Got some fresh pond water. That's too light. Try not to lose the shapes. No seams are trying to get me. They'll probably succeed. This is a cooler green over here. Little cedars in there. They're floppier branches. There are also these kind of dead trees in there that have no branches. Squeeze a little more water. Very tall tree over here. Funny little branches. It's bleeding out too much. Thank you very much, watercolors. Watercolors does not like to do what I want it to do, so I suppose this is a good exercise on letting go a little. It's bleeding all over. I won't allow. Thank you. Let's try that again. I guess it's due to this wet sky here. Doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, so I have sort of the basic values in. Put a few more details. Get this pond reflection in here. Let's see. Need that. Kind of get some of those green reflections. Get the green grasses in here. Let's get some of that green off of there so the purple can shine. A lot of interesting birds that nest here in the summer. We have some red-throated loons. Sometimes you'll see geese. I think this pond's a little small for most geese's preference. A few more shadows in here. Trees darkened up. I think part of my problem is I'm using a little too much water. It's hard to control the water with this little cartridge though. But it's a fun challenge. I guess I should have gotten that mountain. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do the mountain back there. I guess I should tackle that now. It's kind of bluish, as one would expect. It's quiet out here this morning. It's very nice. Tourist helicopters. I used too much water again. This tree completely disappeared because I used too much water. Let's try that again. I have these branches that kind of go like that. Very delicate tips. I feel a little rain trying to come down. This place loves to rain. I'm going to just try to sharpen up a couple of these, and then I will kind of leave the rest of the details for later, or just kind of leave it. This is just a study. Maybe I'll do a oil painting of that later. There's a few little trees here. Just kind of using random colors. Trying to do this quickly. I hear a loon right now. Could be a woodpecker. We have the northern flicker, hairy woodpecker. This is the red-breasted sapsucker. Okay, let's just kind of quickly, being it's raining, dogs are getting impatient. Get some of this water in here, little reflections. I'm just using some old Canson cold press watercolor paper. Well, the dogs are getting tired of waiting for me, and it's starting to rain a little. It's time for me to get home and get back to work. So this is what I have for my little sketch today. It's pretty rough, not super accurate, but it was fun. I feel like I learned a lot. And I'm learning a lot about controlling those watercolors. And so thanks for joining me today in our beautiful Southeast Alaska muskeg. This is an amazing location. It's only about 15 minutes from my house, so I'm pretty lucky to have this. Take care, have fun, stay creative.